to really try to get some momentum back, especially going down 0-2 last week. Started to see some promising results in game 2, wasn't able to take it. So I'm really hoping that they went back to the drawing board, looked at some stuff, and are ready to come back into week 2 swinging. So far, we're looking at really typical bands. We got Athena on the side of Killer Kappa and Raijin on the side of KGB.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention I am Ben Dizzle. That might be important to anybody other than those watching, but I am Ben Dizzle. This is Snips on Chair 2 here, and like you said, we've got Athena, Raijin, pretty typical bands. Kappas last week just kind of ran through their opposition. Kaldr's, like he said, game 1 got beat pretty handily. Game 2 turned it around. Every single member on that team did way better game 2. So hopefully they can build off that little bit of momentum, albeit they didn't win the game, but a little bit of an improvement goes a long way as we see the Maman and the Thor being banned out. Maman in the right hands can carry a game right now. New guy to the game, still in that semi-broken phase, but we'll see where they go with these bans.
For sure. I think Thor, super standard. You do not want a global. You don't want him coming down with Hammer of Dawn, just, smacking at people around, getting into that backline super easy. Maman, crazy high damage, able to literally dash into you and just walk with you. Just an insane ability that allows her to have a lot of pressure and set stuff up for her team. So just makes sense to see her go away. Chernobog rounding out the bans for Killer Kappa. Just another extremely standard ban. Chernobog has the ability to be anywhere on the map with those team fights, so he's able to split push if he wants to. He's able to be with the team and then go to, maybe the opposing ADC is split pushing, is able to get over there, do stuff that he needs to do. So makes sense for them to take him out if they're not going to play him.
Yeah, Chernobog is the split push god. Him and Apollo can split push all day long and still get out of there with their lives and go straight to the fight. Maman can dash into you. You're running away. Bring her to your team. She just shreds everybody. And we have our last ban here. My screen went a little fuzzy. I don't know about you, Snips. Can you see who that is?
It's a Charon. My screen's a little fuzzy as well, but that's okay. We got this.
It looked like a Charon to me as well. So I'm glad we're both on the same page. And first pick overall to the Killer Kappas is going to be the Ganesha. A great support, super lockdown. Ohm everybody out of their abilities, ability-based assassins. They go in, they get silenced, they get jumped on. Great peel, can throw the pillars to confirm, steal, or just zone off enemies. Whole lot to that kit. And then we're going to see a Kuzumbo Hubbard and locked, Kuzumbo and Baba Yaga. Kuzumbo can go support or solo right now. Single target CC, big ult, push everybody out of the way. Baba Yaga can either go solo or mid at the moment. Tanky Baba Yaga still deals a lot of damage. Regardless, you're going to be stacking with her. And then we're seeing fast picks here. We get a Surtur on the side of the Kappas. Another great get out of jail free card alt. Good CC, heals up. Just pretty much a lane bully right now. Can go into any kind of fight with half HP and come out with more than he went into with the passive there.
Yeah, Surtur's definitely becoming the god that you kind of pick to go against a mage right now. It's kind of the only solo laner that I'm seeing warrior-esque, which makes sense. He's able to run mages down. He has a lot of damage. He has a lot of self-sustain by picking up his health rocks, able to go up into the air faster than just about anybody else that has a go up in the air ability, and then gets to just come back down, spew and fire all the way down. So crazy guy. Really good pickup, I think, for the side of Killer Kappas. Now we see the Oleron. Oleron did very, very well in their last set. Went 5-1 on him in the first game. I would assume that's going over to Zanpakuto, but you never know. We could see Oleron going to mid.
Yeah, Oleron, I would rather see him in the hands of Zanpakuto than Pokemon here. Pokemon's known more for his burst mage ability. However, I mean, Oleron, you can get some burst out of him. That ult is huge in team fights. Going to force CC ults, beads, everything of escape. Great to throw down in team fights and trying to fight over objectives. So we'll look at that. As of right now, we'll say it's going to the ADC lane as we see an Alpash locked in on the size of Kaldr's, which could be Alpash solo or Baba Yaga solo. Both of them are pretty good right now, but I would say Alpash would make more sense to me. What do you think, Snips?
Absolutely. I do think Alpash is more of a solo god. Him able to sustaining by walking over his bodies. He has a lot of burst potential, even going a tank build. Has really good get out potential with his ultimate, just getting to drop it, kind of like other mages. I think of like the Wind Dragon Boy who just gets to throw down his ult and kind of walk away, and everyone gets knocked up. Similar function with Apois. You get to throw it down. Everyone has to kind of either try to dodge it, walk around it, or just kind of eat it as they're fighting. So I think it's a really good pickup, and I think it solidifies that Baba Yaga is going mid, which I really like Baba Yaga mid. I think it's just a lot of high burst damage, especially as she gets later and later into the game, being able to stack things up with her house super fast. So I'm liking the first three coming out from the KGB.
Yeah, definitely. And also with Alposh throwing that singular leeching style corpse onto the Surtur, Surtur's going to get stunned when he heals from his passive. So that could pay huge dividends, slowing him down, setting him up for ganks, and Alposh out of there. As we see, Kappas are going to target the jungle with their bans, Kali Susano. Kaldr is going to target Poke over there with Agni Merlin and pick up a Jingwei for their ADC. Super safe, can get to lane fast, can get out of dodge fast, can ult away. A lot of mobility, crit on her is going to be nasty, especially against an Oleron who can also kind of get that crit with his magical power. Definitely going to look at that matchup to see who's going to be hitting harder late game, but my money would be on Jingwei.
For sure. I think Jingwei is definitely going to hit harder. I also like this pickup because it really lets her have the ability to just get out of bad situations. If you look at the first three coming out from Killer Kappa, once they're in, they're in. This is a very sticky team so far. Once Suitor gets on you, he just has stun every 6 seconds. He has speed up. He has enhanced auto attacks. Ganesh is going to silence you, is going to grab you, is going to knock you up, going to put you in the pillars. So being able to just hit a button and go, I'm actually going to go 2 screens over is a really good pickup, especially now that we see the Anubis and the Morgan Le Fay coming out for Killer Capper. Just huge, high damage mages. Even with the Morgan Le Fay kind of being usually a solo laner, I think it's going to go mid this time. Maybe we see an Anubis jungle. I don't
think
know.
it is an Anubis jungle. I think looking at that lineup, Anubis jungle makes more sense to me unless they're going to do some nutty stuff and throw Surtur in the jungle. But Anubis out of all those guys makes the most sense to me. Great ganking ability as long as you can hit your wrap. You bind them, you throw your pool down, just melt them. Easy gank, easy kill. As long as you hit your abilities and your team's calling out the beats are down. Then we're going to see a Ratatasker. I don't know about the Kane division, but down in Walker, Rat is one of the top ban assassins right now. The mobility, the speed across the map, throwing out the acorns, picking what kind of style of acorns you want to use. Super safe god, can get in, can get out, sets up a lot. So we will look at that Rat going against, it looks like an Anubis jungle.
Yeah, Rat is a great pickup here. Is probably going to be able to chase down anything that he wants with this pick. Being able to go up into the air, you get 3 charges, you get to move across the map. If you're not going to get the Thor, I think Rat's the next best pick if you want that similar style of like global ulting, rushing you down, in and out style of play.
Yeah, I would say it goes Thor, Rat, Thanatos in that order for the ones that bring that to him.
Yeah.
We will see, based on the drafts, who are you picking here? Because my money right now, draft-wise, I'm going to go with Kaldr's just because it's not as unorthodox as Kappas, but they might be cooking something.
I agree. I think KGB set up a pretty solid normal team comp that you would see in your ranked games and in your own comp games. I think that with Killer Kappa, if they're able to hit the things that they need to hit, I think that they have a very good matchup though into this team. If they're able to get the right Dharmic pillars down, Surtur's causing all this mayhem, going up in the air and knocking 3 people up as it's bringing down fire. The Oleron all by itself. Forget any of the people I just mentioned. If you just lay down a nice Oleron carpet, that's game over most of the time. No one's able to get out of that fast enough. It's going to cause a lot of disruption. And then the Morgan Le Fay just gets to come in and burst you down. So I do think that Killer Cappers have a really not straightforward team, but is still going to do a lot of work as long as they're able to get in and do exactly if they want to. But it's going to be, it's almost kind of looking like comfort versus meta to me.
100%. And you can't, they've got 4 magical. You can't ignore the Surtur damage. So you can't just build magical defense. Albeit the mid laner, hard stepdad over there. I mean, he can throw on any type of magical defense that he wants in that build and be okay. He's playing a Baba, so I mean, you can stack prophetic if you wanted, or you could just get any type of magical defense and survive a little bit longer. Which I will look at him to do that at some point in this game. Also on the side of Kappas, I would look for a spectral about midway through with that Jing Wei. And depending on what style Acorn Dolo decides to go with, if he gets the crit one, which isn't that uh usual. I mean, he could go it, but either way, you got to have a spectral to go up against this Jingwei. But definitely look at the captain and Daddy Neptune to throw a little bit more magical than defense, or a little bit more magical defense on than they normally would.
For sure, for sure. And actually, we are seeing the Surtur jungle. It is
That
Anubis
is
solo.
something.
Which,
That is
still makes sense. Obviously we're seeing mages in solo lane, just about every single one, including Anubis sometimes. Interested to see how the Surtur is able to get around the map and create pressure for his team in the jungle lane.
That does kind of help his team a little bit, as I was saying, building the magical defense. If they focus on that, Surtur's going to be rotating either with a full damage or at least a hybrid build and going up against very little physical defense against him. So he should be able to do some chunks, especially if he brings fire down and just goes over the walls and stuff and surprises them.
For sure. He also has a great get out ability being in jungle lane. So, if he accidentally gets caught in a 1v1 with Rat's doing really good damage, putting him on the ropes, he's able to just get out of there for free while Anubis kind of has to, pop everything, pop ult, and hope that the other guy dies first.
Yeah, we're seeing just the normal 2v2 mid action, nothing too exciting quite yet. Posh is going to hit him with the bodies. Orion's going to pretty much heal up. I mean, they both went pretty much, they're both going the same build. They got Vampiric. So they're both going to be healing up pretty fast. As Kappas are going to go secure the left mids. We're going to look over at Dolo and Hard Step that are going to get the right. So everything's pretty even.
Nice beads being taken away from Oleron right there. Got a little too close to the T1 and lost it. He would have gone into tower line. So good on Capo.
And Oleron is going to get pushed right to the tower's edge. Does not get pushed all the way in. Swag is there just in case, showing his face a little bit. He was right on that tower line. He almost took a shot.
For sure. Zanbakuto has to be really... Zanbakuto needs to be really careful here. Playing Oleron, you do have that ultimate, you do have a lot of burst damage, but the one thing you don't got is mobility. You don't got a dash, you don't have a go up in the sky button. So if he's not too careful, he could be meeting that tower a little too soon,
Yeah, definitely. Pokemon is poking out Hard Stepdad quite a bit here. We got Zan coming around the corner as Stepdad sees him and backs up quickly. Looks like Swag's a little bit ahead on the rotations. He's been making himself known. Dolo's focused more on farm, probably trying to get that Acorn upgraded before he does anything, really. Swag's going to come over here to the right lane looking at Daddy Neptune, who is pushed up just a little bit. Dolo's on his tail, though. Looks like he got called out.
Yeah, I think the junglers right now are really trying to find where they can get some sort of beachhead started, maybe a lane that they can get into a good spot, but let's see if they're able to get anything here.
You're going to invade. Anubis with the and Orion is going to take down Daddy Neptune for our first blood at right around 2:55 into this match.
Was able to secure the blue, but did not go and pick it up. Neither of them did. So, I mean, I guess it's a disrespect call. You leave it there. You leave it there to let them know that you could have taken it.
As a solo laner myself, when my team does that, I usually go grab my own. And then about halfway through your countdown for yours expiring, you can actually go grab the enemies and reset your timer because it's there for a while. So maybe he's thinking outside the box that way.
That'd be some really high level thinking. We'll have to go back there in a little bit and see if he can read your mind.
We'll see. I'm looking for this rat to do a little bit something. He's going to back here shortly. He's pretty low. There he is, the back right now. He does have ult though now, so I'm looking for him to come through the sky. Pretty much as a jungler with that type of ability, as Poke is putting more damage on Stepdad, forces the dash. But with a jungler with that type of mobility, especially in his ult, I'm looking for him to use it pretty much on cooldown just to apply pressure at this early stage of the game.
Yeah, being able to just solidify that pressure is going to be really, really good for the Rat, especially because I feel like Rat he doesn't fall off late game as heavily as some other some
Ryan's
of
in
these other
trouble here. Here
junglers.
comes the rat all right now. He's up in the air, hopping around the branches. He's going to dive on him, and he is going to return the favor to Orion. Shoots him in the face with the acorns. We are all knotted up 1-1, both of them coming from the solo side.
Yeah, really good rattle right there. Just recognizing that there's absolutely nowhere for the Anubis to go, having plenty of time to get over there and launch onto him. Was able to get the wrap out, was able to keep Aqua down for a second, but when you have a rat on top of you, sub 300 health, it's pretty much game over, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, as soon as he lands, it doesn't matter if you shoot the rat. You've only got one. You've got two people in your face. One of them's going to do something to you there. As Rat is going to be looking over here, poking the mid. Misses the acorn, hits the dash. That's going to do the slow. Baba is in the house, throwing the fireballs. Just poke it out. Rat's still chasing. Rat's at half. Shoots the acorns again. There's a dash. Poke just turns and shoots him in the face with the swords. And Swag, fire from above, takes out Stepdad. So we've got a 2 for none right there in favor of Kappas.
Really great ability usage coming out from this Morgan Le Fay. Even throws out the 3 at one point to get the extra movement speed to get away from the fireballs. Turns around, is able to land a perfect 1 slow that's able to not only kill the rat, but gives them breathing room to ult and get all 3 ult hits off on the enemy jungler, which allows the Suitor to just come back down in the fireball form and clean it up. So really, really good plays from the mid laner and the jungler so far. Suitor's kind of, righting some wrongs, righting some doubts that I had. Really doing good in this jungle lane so far.
Yeah, he's got 100% kill participation. Pokemon in the mid there, just amazing mechanics there. Pretty much hit every single ability he was throwing, hit all the ult shots on target, and rewards his team with 1 kill and 1 deserter. But that gives them a slight gold advantage now. They're up by just about 2,500, which is pretty big right now at 6.5 minutes in. Anubis hits the wraps, throws the ult. The beads are spent, and we will reset in the solo lane.
Anubis combo is so dirty, you just land that wrap, and it's a coin flip. Do you have beads or you don't have beads? Because if you don't, you're dead.
No beads equals no life, especially this early in the game, before you get your builds on, before you get your HP from your levels going. As we see the captain called out, it's a 3v1. Dormant pillars are dropped. He just dashes right through. He is silenced here. The Ohm is going to put on the turntable there, trying to get out. Shell is popped. Surtur's up in the air, and he's just going to retreat. Smart call. Rat is going to come in on a gank on Poke. Takes him out with the acorns. And what should have been a 1 kill for Kappas is a 1 kill for the Kaldr's good boys there. Great return by Dolo.
Yeah, really great patience from Dolo. Recognized that if he went down right then immediately, he was going to get dragonflighted away. Actually baits out the dragonflight, one of Morgan's only ways of kind of getting someone off of her, and just was able to dance around it, essentially, and was able to pick up the kill. So good job on Dolo.
Yeah, Pokemon was trying to time it just right. He just threw it about a millisecond or two before he should have. But he tried. And we see a little standoff here in the carry lane. Olaron's going to go get the little shield buff over here. Oh, he's going to fall back. He's seen the cheating way coming. He's got that warded. We might see a little skirmish here, 1v1 right here between the two ADCs. At this stage in the game, even though Olaron is half health, I would probably pick him against the Jingwei this early. Yes, she can hit, but not nearly as hard as those mage abilities this early right now.
Yeah, if you really see a skirmish break out between the two of them, I think at the end of the day, both ults get expended and no one dies. So I understand like the patience from both players, kind of just, coin flipping the shield buff and then going back to the waves. You don't want to give something to the enemy team when you didn't
You
need
got a
to.
solo fight.
Yeah.
Hits the wrap, drops the pool, trying to heal up on that, but Alpacha's just popping bodies on him right here. Rat is pretty much distracting him right now. Alpacha's throwing all the abilities for free. And the Acorns finally do it, but Swag is here. The dash on Dolo gets him out. Great play by Dolo. Pretty much just played the distraction role there, letting Daddy Neptune just throw all of his abilities for free. I mean, I can kind of understand Orion ignoring him, trying to get the kill. At that point, you pretty much think you're dead anyway. So he's trying to make it at least even.
Yeah.
But good job by Dolo.
Yeah. Rat's definitely Rat's able to keep up right now, being all 3 kills on the side of KGB. So good on him for being able to kind of just be everywhere at this moment, making sure that no one's getting too far behind as we hopefully enter the mid game soon.
Yeah, despite the 2K gold deficit that Kaldrs are facing right now, they've pretty much got a lead or even in every single lane, except I believe mid they were down by 1 last I saw. Oh, they're even now. So they're down by 1 by support. So, I mean, pretty even game. It's 3-3. Very, very minuscule goal difference. Very minuscule XP difference. Pretty much all around even. Just looking at which objective whenever they're going to do the Gold Fury fight, probably right after Beacon, will tell us which team is going to be doing the better team fighting.
Yeah, I think both teams are definitely playing it pretty safe. You know, it's only 3-3 so far. Really waiting to see what's going to happen, but we're seeing a fight break out in left.
Yep. Alaron drops his all. Rad is up in the air, waits for the ult to cancel out. Great return by Swag there, but does not get Zampicudo out. Good rotation. The support following Swag over. Dolo following Swag over. Swag tries. Just too much.
Way too much damage on the side of Killer Kappa.
Their whole team rotated for that. Well, not their whole team. Their support and jungle pretty much held hands on the way over there. Were able to secure that kill. Swag's going to try and just hold off the wave push by Jingwei. You see Orion come into wave, drops his ability of the pool. Free camp for him. We've got Gymkhana just kind of roaming through the jungle over there. I don't know if he was warding or trying to chase or what. Pretty much just a stalemate right now, like we said. Beacon's going to be opening shortly. That should be our first indicator on which team is going to play the aggressor in this mid game.
You see Dolo kind of pendulum swinging from left to right. Gets a successful gank off and right. Goes over to left, gets a successful gank off and left. Is now back over in the right lane, coming back towards the mid lane.
And they just catch out Gymkhana right there. Hits him with the acorns. Great peel by Poke, though. Drops dormant pillars to get himself out. Beacon is spawning. Poke definitely saving the day right there for Gymkhana. And we see Swag on the Stygian beacon right now as Kaldr is coming towards it. We're going to see a little bit of a skirmish here, it looks like.
Able to get on it in time.
Kappas are going to get this one pretty much free, maybe at the life of Kuzenbo here. Dashes away. Should be good. Poke's going to throw the swords. Baba's going to hop in the house. Ult for ult there. Poke is in trouble. Dolo comes in. Hard Stepdad gets the kill. Dolo running for his life. Does not have dash. Pops the shell. Swag picks it up regardless. Stepdad's got to be careful here. Swag is going in the air, dropping fire. Comes back out. Smart move, knowing that Hard Stepdad had the dash on or up. So good little skirmish. Kappas get the beacon, but it's a 1-for-1. So we're still pretty much even, just under a 2K goal deficit. Still, everybody's pretty much even in levels. We've got a level lead in mid for Kaldr, a level lead in support for Kappas. Everywhere else is even. Kappas just took about a half level lead in jungle. But during all of that, we have Zampicudo just pushing his way through the T1 tower on the left side here. So they do get beacon and tower.
Yeah, definitely utilizing the pressure that he has in the early game to get that.
And a huge rotation by Swag over there. Stays around. He was low. A lot of jungles get out. You got Dolo coming back here. He shouldn't be able to do anything as long as they back up. But another good kill over in the solo lane on Daddy Neptune.
Yeah, I'm glad that neither team is kind of, releasing pressure, able to get successful ganks off on both sides of the field. So just being able to keep up with each other is pretty exciting. I'm loving that, we're not seeing some blowouts so far. Sometimes, at the 15-minute mark, you're seeing a 7K gold lead between the two teams. So it's really nice to see, just like a 1,500, maybe an 1,800 gold lead as we're getting into kind of this objective phase of the game.
Yeah, very even match, 5-5, 14 and a half minutes in. Kappas have about an 1,800 XP advantage and a 2,700 gold advantage. But that is fluctuating quite a bit here as we see Kappas over here have caught a Kuzenbo out a little bit. Kuzenbo is really, really safe, though. I don't see him getting in any trouble. You got Dolo hiding around the corner waiting. You've got Twisted Fire Angel just kind of peeking around, seeing if they're going to try and start this gold. But I think they're just trying to bait something right here.
I think everyone's waiting for kind of the first move to be made to try to react to it. I think there's going to be a lot more dancing before we see some big blowout, 4 people die type situation.
100%. And we've got Harceptad low again in mid. Swag gets pushed under, ults up, dropping the fireballs down. Not going to pick up any damage on anybody. And he's got Twisted Fire Angel right in his face over there.
Yeah, so they're old expended now, so kind of has to be careful being up in the KGB's red side jungle, just not being able to escape as easily without that ult.
Kaldr is slowly going towards this goal. Dolo just got the Oracle, so they do have the vision. Swag's chasing down this Kuzenbo a little bit. Kuzenbo misses the dash, still following him around. He needs to be careful. He's running into a pack of wolves right here.
Really good damage coming out.
Has to pop the ult to get out. Dormant Pillars, oh, it's close, but doesn't. But Dolo picks off Pokemon while we weren't watching. Not sure how he got that, but Baba hops in the house, gonna hit Swag with all the damage. Shell is popped. Dolo's up in the air. He's jumping branches. Zampicudo takes out the captain. Dolo lands on Swag. Swag gets under tower down. Dolo's in trouble. We still have a fight going on in the jungle as well. Non-stop excitement right here for a couple minutes.
Yeah, crazy blows being drawn out. Almost gets Kappa in the beginning, but is unable to, and kind of is distracted while the mid laner just gets absolutely ripped apart by Dolo. Kind of being the first casualty in that fight, was eventually able to pick up the turtle, but now we're seeing even more deaths coming out as Killer Kappa is unable to kind of get away from the situation the best as well as they wanted to.
Him kind of running for his life. Twisted Fire Angel popped in the ult, flew across the sky to the T1 tower. They thought that she was just going to back, circled around, and just pops the 2 and hits him with one of those crit strikes. It only took one.
And going crit second item is really going to help kind of bring your 2 online, even if it's not fully.
So I thought we were going to have a Gold Fury fight there. Instead, we just have an all-out brawl. Kaldr's comes out on top of that. They had 3 kills, or 2 kills to the 1. Felt like a lot more. But Kappas do get the beacon. They've got the first 2 beacons so far. Still a pretty even match, though.
Very much so. Just neither team, again, really wanting to take an insane fight that's going to lead to, one side being completely gray screened. Yeah, quick Kappas, pyro being taken up, yeah.
Free pyro for them. Good job by Gymkhana, just kind of zoning and keeping them at bay. Pokemon stayed in mid lane to think that nothing was awry, as you've got Zampicudo and Swag just melting that pyro.
You can see an interesting item coming out from the Surtur, who's 3-0-3. A Rage is being stacked, second item for him. So we're definitely seeing some crit come online for the jungler of the Killer Kappas right now.
That is kind of odd. However, if you are hitting your 2 and you're throwing the minions or just a soul essence to stun somebody, you're going to get 1 free auto out of that if you're close enough. So
Absolutely.
pretty much free crit shot if it hits the percentage.
Yeah, you're really banking on the Hydra's proc and the crit proc happening at the same time because that would be insane damage for one auto attack.
Yeah, Hydra's on a Surtur is scary because all you do is nonstop use abilities. Your cooldowns are nuttily slow or low, so you can proc that quite a few times in the same fight. And we do see the beads pop by Surtur here. He's going to jump up in the air and just get out. He was about to get just destroyed by the 3 in mid there.
Yeah, good on him to know that he needs to pop both to get out of there, protecting his life, making sure that he's still up and about for another fight.
And we're seeing a huge fight, and it looks like Orion. No, Alpaz just heals up too much there. They were both fluctuating health bars, but they're just going to call it a day.
No anti-heal coming out on the side of Anubis. Kind of an interesting decision, especially going against an Opwa that just has so much healing. Free healing, essentially. You just pick up bodies.
We've got no anti. Oh, we've got Swag here topside. Orion throws the pools out. They get stunned. They're going to back up. But we don't have any anti-heal yet. Oh, Dolo out of nowhere. Branch hopping, lands on Swag's head, takes him out. Orion is in huge trouble right now. He doesn't have all. Oh, he does have all. It just came up. He takes out Daddy Neptune. Can he heal up fast enough? No. Good damage, though. 1 for 1. Or, yeah, 1 for 1 over there. Dolo again. And during all that, we've got a Gold Fury fight going on.
Yeah, just scraps across the map, yeah.
I didn't catch who got that, did you?
No, I didn't.
I want to say Kaldr.
So Kaldr's
I want to say Kaldr's because the gold deficit, the gold deficit is minuscule now, and they are still running down here. Baba throwing the heat waves out.
Yeah, I was looking for a little bit more. I wanted to secure a couple
more. You got Poke coming in. Poke needs to be careful. I don't know if he knows that there's 4 people up there.
Kind of leading the charge,
though. And Dolo's going to come around back. The blink in, hits the acorns, twists around, takes out Zan. Oh, the captain's in trouble. The captain's in trouble. Swag just nonstop rolling across his keys right now, hitting those abilities, but he is going to be low thanks to this Baba just putting out the damage. Orion catches the Baba. Baba leaps away. And I think we're going to have a reset here. I'm not sure because a lot just happened in those last 2 minutes. We've got the fight over in solo lane. We've got the 3v3 Gold Fury, which Kaldr secures, and they actually are in the lead gold-wise now as they also take down a T1 in the solo lane. So the script has pretty much just flipped right here. Killer Kappas had a pretty secure lead, and now Kaldr's is just taking it away.
Yeah, I feel like that was all on the back of Dolo there, just stripping away as much as he could, helps secure the gold, gets a double kill over in right lane, and then comes over and is able to blink and just get on that Oleron before the Surtur can even come back down from ulting. So just a madman rolling his own keys against this Killer Kappas team, making sure that it's not going to be as easy as last time to get the loss, you know?
And Dolo, I mean, he's got 90% kill participation rate right now. He has been everywhere, and I'm not hating on the Surtur pick whatsoever.
No,
but you cannot keep up to a rat jungle with the Surtur jungle. So if it keeps going this way, as Kappas are going to look at the pyro, but Kaldr comes in, Twisted Fire Angel with 1 shot steals it away. Dolo's up in the air again. Dormant Pillars are dropped. Dolo goes down on Orion, takes him out. He is 9-2-1. We still got the fight going. Alpasha's unleashing the corpses. Dolo's chasing him down. And Zanpakuto's just going to say, no. Let's slow it down. Drops the ult, pushes everybody back.
Good zoning ult.
It's probably the best in the game, as we're going to see Kaldr's is going to get this 3rd Stygian, so it'll be 2-1 Stygian in favor of Kappas. But this game has just been turned upside down as Kaldr's also takes T1 tower in mid. They've got all the pressure right now. Binds are no more. The Titans are going to be pushing up mid eventually. So you would look for one team. I'm going to say Kaldr's to kind of get on that Titan push and then play around Fire Giant.
Oleron gets out by the skin of his teeth. You didn't see it left lane. Chingwei came around the corner just as he got away with the tear of his chinny chin chin.
Chingwei is definitely going to be popping. She's got the Ornate Arrow. She's got... Dolo is just going in. And I'm pretty sure Gymkhana's just... No, he is going to get out. His team comes and saves him. I thought he was dead to rights. Swag's in the air. Dola's in the air. Where are they going to come down at? Dola should back up here.
It was a Mexican standoff with ults.
So both teams back off there. We've got the Titans both pushing down mid lane. Should see a little standoff here. We do have the Primal Fury, which just spawned. Kaldr's, I mean, at this point, you would think Jingwei could solo that. You might want to send her over there, but it looks like they're going to have her just melt down this Titan as Kappas aren't in the mid yet. So Kaldr's is going to get a head start on shredding down the Titan's health.
Yeah, I would love to see them burst this Titan down and then challenge a fire call or a gold. You know, if you don't want to be as risky, a gold call. You know.
One or the other would be nice, as they already push it, and they are going to go straight to fire, it looks like.
I think that's a good call.
Kappas can't really follow them, because if you let that Titan go, you're going to lose T2 and maybe even a Phoenix. They should be sending somebody over, whether it be a Surtur or what. We've got Ganesh looking. See if he drops the pillars. He does. Let's see who gets it. Killer Kappas steal it away. Zampicudo also picks up a kill on Twisted Fire Angel. They're not done yet. They are throwing everything they've got in this fight. They do have the Fire Giant buffs here. Anubis misses the wrap. Dolo's in the air. Daddy Neptune's going to go down. Dolo goes down, but it's right inside of Oleron's ult. He spins around and takes out Zampicudo, though. And we are going to have a 3-1 score after that little fight for the Kappas taking lead. They should get this T1 tower. They can push mid. They could probably go gold, which is probably what they'll do here.
Crazy to see the rat go down into the sanctified fields, but was still able to pick up Oleron, which I think is a well-worthy trade. Oleron was going to have fire and help push down towers and kind of be the battery that a team normally needs to push into situations. And being able to eliminate that just right off the rip is really, really good. You know, even though you're going to lose the gold, you did lose your life. You know, it wasn't obviously the best situation, best outcome that you wanted. Was still able to do something in that fight. So good on Dolo to kind of, you know, be like, hey, you know, we're just gonna eliminate this guy, and then hopefully it all works out.
Yeah, out of anybody on the Kappas that you don't want to have gold, or not gold, that you don't want to have fire, it's going to be the Oleron Zampicudo. I don't know if Dolo either didn't see the ult or thought that he was going to one-shot him when he landed, but being able to stay composed, dash, albeit like the world's slowest dash in an all-around ult, but dash out and still get the kill was huge. For sure. As we're going to see Kaldr's good boys pick up a free pyro, it looks like. Looking at these builds, I don't see any. Am I missing it, or do I not see any anti-heal on either team?
We do have Divine Rune coming out from Morgan Le Fay.
The mids. Yeah, the mids have Divine.
The mids have Divine, but you know, Divine's kind of a staple right now. Even if it's not even for the anti-heal. The flat pen,
it's for the Mage Odibo.
Yeah, like it's Mage Oboe. You know, it feels good when you're seeing the lightning ticks. You know, because no one wants to play Zeus, right? But you still get you get a little Zeus feeling. From
there's a bro Taco and Kane that'll play Zeus. Let me tell you that
one. But that's it. I mean, it's surprising not to see, you know, the mage solos that have both have lifesteal, not seeing them pick up lifesteal. You see that auto come out from the Surtur, half health the rat off a stun and an auto.
That's that Hydra's and a little bit of crit action. Oleron does drop the ult over there. Yeah, Sanctified Fields is done. Huge ult wasted. I don't know if it was wasted just to get him out or what, but they are going to get the T2s. Left and mid are gone. They're working their way over to right.
Being surgical about this, you know, we got the first fire. What do we do with it? We push down towers. So, you know, standard play.
Yeah, 100% standard. We do see Ganesha with a Spectral there, which is good. I don't see a Spectral on the side of Kaldr's.
Coming in from the back.
Rat's just going to buy his time here, and he's going to get Zampicudo here. Acorn's Flurry, done. Too much power at this point in the game.
Wasn't even able to blink. Like, wasn't even able to, like, IRL blink. Just died. Gone.
Swag gets a kill, dropping the flames down. I don't know if that was flames or tick or what. Dormant Pillars have dropped. They're going to dash away here. Alpach in trouble. Anubis just shredding him right now. Dolo goes in. 3v1 gets one. Pokemon's done. He gets Orion as well. Dashes out to safety. Baba's not done. Baba's got swag on the mind. Dolo's still there. Hits. Doesn't connect all the way, but Flurry does. Flurry does.
Well, Flurry
like
versus the auto attack. Whew.
He missed one acorn for the stun, but Flurry gets it. And we've got Gymkhana just kind of getting out of dodge there.
A lone survivor with PTSD heading back home.
I don't think he's going to be going to the top right of the map anytime soon after that one. And we do have
unable to get the tower too, by the way. Like, you know, makes the rotation to get that last tower, loses 4 members, unable to get the tower, and kind of just resets the game back to where it was before Fire.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Fire, that is coming up very, very shortly, as well as an Oni Fury, which could be huge, and the 4th Stygian Beacon. So they're going to have their choice of what to do. Beacon just now came available. I would look at Kappas. I mean, they've got 2 people there. Just go stand on it.
Ping's coming out from the side of Kaldr's, wanting to make sure that nobody's over there by Fire Giant. So I think that's going to kind of be the call for right now, is to reward up and prepare for the, you know, the Macamba, the dance, the tango around this Fire Giant pit.
And it is a little thing of note to say that Zampecuda, the Oleron, does have the bomb for Kappas, so he'll have to be kind of close to wherever it wants to be dropped, which isn't really ideal for your ADC.
Not at all. ADC kind of, you know, wanting to stay back because of the ranged autos. So
you got Jing on the Oni Fury right now. Yep.
It's just
so knowing that Jing's over there, they see Dolo over there. They're going to pick it up here. Kaldr's is got some people around there. Zampecuda drops the ult, and Kaldr's takes it. Kappas had all the advantage. Yep. So Kaldr's gets the Oni Fury and the Fire Giant. A little dance around Pyro here. A Twisted Fire Angel gets caught out. Orion goes down. They're not done fighting yet. Is Twisted Fire Angel safe? She is. Is Jim going to get out?
Almost down to a sub 100 health on the Zhang Wei, just able to not only help secure the kill, but waits till the very last second and was able to ult out. So really good plays coming out from Twisted Fire Angel, being able to utilize kind of the whole gimmick of Zhang Wei. Super safe, baits you in, last second gets out. Good job.
And flies back in to get the beacon. So all around effort. So they got Oni, Pyro, Beacon, Fire, all in about the last 45 seconds to a minute, and they're just going to be pushing down mid right here.
Yeah, huge momentum swelling on the side of Kaldr's Good Boys, looking to get this tower and maybe even push for a Phoenix right now.
They're going to get the left tower too. They've got Oni and regular mini there.
I like seeing the rat going over to the left. I love the split calls. Split calls are good calls.
Dolo definitely has the pressure there. I mean, he's got the wave. Well, wave just died, but he's got another one coming. As we see the Crips knocked out, Phoenix goes.
One shot.
Phoenix goes. Dormant Pillars
they need
out.
one shot.
Dolo's in the air. Zampecuda takes out the captain. Zampecuda takes out Daddy Neptune. Dolo's up there. Goes down. Aegis pops on both of them. And Swag makes Dolo pay, but Hard Stepdad's there. Takes out Poke. Twisted Fire Angel just melts Jim. You've got Swag healing up, though. You've got Orion there.
I think they're going to have to back up.
Yeah, they've got to back up. Maybe go to the right lane. You saw the pings.
Yeah, just a super bloody fight for that Phoenix. They only needed one more shot, but it looks like the fight's not done.
Swag takes out Twisted Fire Angel. Holy auto there. Just huge damage. You had the Rage and the Hydras, like we said earlier, just comboing, deleting the leading Twisted Fire Angel. And we also saw Hard Stepdad pop his Aegis to get out, so he's going to back it on up. A decent push. You got a Phoenix. Not really sure they wanted to cost 4 of their teammates' lives there, though.
Yeah, that once the sanctified fields went down, I think it was a wrap. They only needed one more auto, and I think that was kind of the bait for KGB. They just pressed in, trying to get that last one, but between minions, sanctified fields, the team being there, it just wasn't happening. Kind of cost the whole team that last auto attack.
And then they just stayed a little bit too extra. Twisted Fire Angel just, like I said, got deleted by Swag. So we should see pretty much just a standoff right now. I don't see any action until the next fire. You've got a Primal coming up. Not really important, but look to push up these waves, pick up the farm, gold, finish out the builds if none of them are finished yet. I think everybody, you got the captain working the last item, looks like a pin item. And maybe just replacing your starters with stuff if you would like.
Yeah, everyone's kind of chilling right now, just kind of making sure that they're grouped up, ready for the next objective, like you said. I think right now that's kind of the name of the game. You don't really, you're not about to push a Phoenix without a fire. You're not about to take a team fight in the random part of the jungle. So, but now you see the Phoenix
just melting it,
melting it, gone. No one even steps up from Killer Kappas to even look at it, just deciding that is a no-go.
They all went straight left. They might be looking to play on this Phoenix here a little bit. Kappas are still grouped up in mid, about halfway up the lane. Kaldr's is pushing down past them. They've got to watch out for the wraparound, though, which Dolo looks like he's sitting back, making sure nobody crosses through. Smart play. Yeah,
very smart play. Kind of just waiting for the wave. They know where it is.
Dolo's actually going to be backing here, so look at Kaldr just to back off completely. You've got Pyro and Fire about to spawn really, really shortly, so everybody should be backing up, getting wards, sentries out, getting ready for this fight. And I want to say whoever wins this battle here is going to take the game. That's just me, though.
Yeah, 7 wards on the side of KGB, 3 wards on the side of Killer Kappas. So KGB really wants to get ward dominance set up before the fire giant spawns, which it is coming up right now.
And we're seeing both carries with both bombs right now. So you don't really want them getting close, but they're going to have to if they want to use those.
Definitely interesting that both ADCs were like, this is I am Himothy. I will carry this bomb.
I shredded the pyro. I'm taking it. That's what they're saying right now.
That's right.
So we're seeing a little dance off around here by fire. You got Orion. You've got Zampakuto just keeping waves pushed up and right. Just smart. I mean, if you get this fire, you want to push straight right, get rid of that tower, figure out what you want to do from there. They do have fire minions pushing down on their mid Phoenix here, so somebody's going to have to back up. Look like Pokemon is going to do it along with Gymkhana.
You see 2 in mid. This might be it. This might be the start of it.
Beads popped on Orion there to get out. He does have lifesteal, though, so he should be able to heal up if he just hits a wrap in a pool here. Misses the pool. Poke with huge damage. Aegis pops there.
Wow.
4 poke. It wasn't a Daddy Neptune with a huge damage. I'm sorry. And you see Dolo going up. Dolo is up, hopping across the branches. He drops down, takes out Orion. A huge play. And Kudo's in trouble. Dolo taking out Swag as well. This could be it here. Dolo's not done. The rest of the team's backing up to fire. Just a huge play by Dolo. Like, that was all Dolo. I don't even know if the team was looking to go in. He said, nope, we're doing this. Hopped on the branches and just planted down.
Yeah, Dolo's really utilizing the ability of it. Like, Rat's doing exactly what Rat wants to do, which is like, your team's fighting. They're kind of backing up. They're hesitant. Maybe someone's half health from the little skirmish that just happened. Where's the Rat? Where's the Rat? The Rat's on your face and just takes out 2 immediately to start the fire giant.
And Daddy Neptune just tanks that tower, eats the bodies on his way, barely loses any health. You've got Gymkhana just sitting there waiting to throw the pillars, I believe. That's about all they can do right here. There's the pillars. Phoenix is gone. Dolo hits the acorns. Ohmed out. You got Daddy Neptune dropping the crypts. Poke goes down by Twisted Fire Angel. They grab Jim. Hard Stepdad deletes some Twisted Fire Angel, takes out the
Looking for the
Armacuda, and that is
end.
going to be game one. It is 100%. Unless he goes up in the air, swag, dropping the fire. Dolo answers it. Takes out Orion.
I don't know. A lot of low health bars.
It's close. Oh, swag's done, and that is going to go game one to Kaldr's Good Boys.
I was looking a little sketchy.
I mean, if swag lives just a little bit longer there, and also seeing that swag also got Deathbringer later on in his build, he was chunking on those autos. But we're going to see Kaldr's go up 1-0 with a huge carry game from the jungle. Dolo on the rack going 16, 4, and 5.
Yeah, I don't know what was in his Cheerios this morning, but he was ready for this match. He did not want to lose another one and took it to him.
His milk was just excellence in that Cheerios. That's what it was. That dude came to play today. Also, shout out to Hard Stepdad 7, 1, and 10. Baba, it's a safe guy, but you were definitely doing your job there. Kuzumbo, everybody on that team pretty much did their job. Yeah, Daddy Neptune 0 and 6. You look at the stat, you're like, but him throwing out those corpses, stunning people as they got healed, dropping 30 beans of damage, just huge right there.
Yeah, high damage numbers from both teams. Honestly, 30K Morgan, 31K Swag, 27 on the Anubis. So both teams were just chunking each other at the end there. Both just insane damage.
Yeah, I was going to say no disregard or disrespect to Killer Kappas there. They were definitely playing their ass off as well, dropping all the damage that they could. It was the Dolo show for game one. That's what it was. So we'll see if Kappas are going to either ban out the rat, but then you also have to think about a similar guy like Thor, or if maybe they'll play a little bit more of a mobile jungle. Swag. I know Swag is a solo, so maybe that's why he played a warrior. But, I mean, he did his job. He just couldn't keep up with the rat's mobility was the Achilles heel, in my opinion.
For sure.
So we are going to take a quick breather. Again, this is Snips. I'm Ben Dizzle, and that was game one for, I think we're in week 2 now, for the Kane division.
Yeah, week 2 Canes.
Kaldr's Good Boys takes game one. They're up 1-0 against Killer Kappas. We'll be right back with the start of game 2. And welcome back to Frank's Retirement Home, Kane Division, Week 2, Killer Kappas versus Kaldr's Good Boys. I'm Ben Dizzle. I've got Snips over here in the other chair. Saw a pretty dominant game from Kaldr's. I would say they lost the early game, but mid to late, they were just unstoppable, going up 1-0 as we see a Raijin Thor first bans.
Yeah, Dolo just being able to just take his momentum and just completely dominate in that game one, kind of leading his team to a solid victory. Other good slash lines coming out from Daddy Neptune, lots of assists, being able to lock down people, and Hard Step Down, I think, went 7-1. So, the whole team just did really well there with Dolo kind of leading the charge. But we do see the rap band come out from Killer Kappas, which, respect. And also, yes, if you want to win game 2, that's the first step.
That's definitely the first step. We also see my mom band yet again. Pretty default bands, honestly. But just good job by Kaldr's. I mean, they were kind of getting beat early, pulled it together, took over mid to late, took over the objective control, and just shoved it straight down and won that game one. We do see the Chernobog, the split push king from ADC getting banned out. Waiting on this last ban. Do you think that they're going to prioritize a support pick one? They did last game. Kappas had first pick. They prioritized the Ganesh. Not sure if that worked out in their favor or not. What do you think Kaldr's is going to look at?
I think either picking your support or your solo is usually the safer call. In my ranked games, I know a lot of my teammates like to kind of, like, if they're in the carry role, they kind of want to be pushed to the end to see if they can kind of outpick their opponent. But actually, we're just gonna rip a Baba Yaga straight out of the picks. Probably going mid lane again to Hard Step Dad, but you never know. Maybe Daddy Neptune is the one that'll pilot this in solo.
We do get the fuzzy from game one, the Charon that we couldn't tell what it was, which was banned game one, getting locked in instantly for Kappas over there. For Baba Yaga, Hard Step Dad did very, very well in her last game. Could still go solo. You never know. But looking over at the Charon, do we see a Oleron pick for Zambakuto again? He pretty much got just dove on by Dolo, but taking out the Thor and the Rat should be a little bit of a safer pick if he wants to run it back.
Could be a run back. The ult is just so good. Sanctified Fields, again, if you're able to land it in a in a really good moment, you're going to wipe the whole team, or you're going to get the objective, or you're going to do exactly what you do if you land it right. So always a good pick if you're able to pilot it. But going to the Anor, another pick that we saw from his last set, he played it game two. I think he went 5-4. So another god that I think Zahn is good at, and maybe will provide a little bit more safety, if not for the team with Sanctified Fields, it's a lot more safety for himself. With the leap, with the pushback, with the sand pillar, and then the ultimate that literally just it doesn't matter what you are, you're getting half your health taken out. So I think it's a good pickup.
Yeah, Honor's definitely a good pickup. The Sampler doesn't provide as much as the Sanctified Fields for the slow, but it is a slow. He does more damage to people in it, so dropping that down around in the fight, he's going to do in that sand. As you see the Ganesh being taken over here on Kaldr. Kappas took a game one. Kaldr. I like the Ganesh into the Charon. He hops on the boat, tries to paddle his way around, just gets silenced right off of it. Dormant Pillars are also huge. We pretty much take over team fights in game one there and just push people out. They tried using it for steals for objectives. Kaldr's secured a little bit faster than that did, but it is used that way, or if it is used that way, it could be huge for an easy steal. And looking over here, we're also going to see the Alposh run back over in the solo lane. Didn't really bring much for the KD line last game, but was still huge. Dropped over 30,000 damage, unleashing the Crips, zoning people off, getting the assist, defending objectives, stealing objectives. Just really brought a lot to the table over there for Kaldrs, and they're going to run that back.
Yeah, I'll pull a solid pickup. Probably we're going to see exactly what we saw last. I think right now they're just running it back, but getting like the support they wanted right now. Like this is the team we wanted, but now we also get the support. So maybe maybe they're building the God Squad right now. Maybe they're about to just take it home.
We're seeing a Wheelix picked over here for Swag. Gonna have to have a little bit of setup on their own here. I mean, you've got the On Her if you land on them. You got the Baba, the leap there. If you time it just perfectly, you can get that. Looking here at the bands, though, we're going to get a Dono band. Waiting on the other ones, but there's the Morgan Le Fay taking that away from Poke. He did some great peeling, some zoning, still had huge damage. Poke definitely saved the day a few times with that Morgan Le Fay in game one, with just hitting his mechanics, his abilities, pushing people away. But I'm looking over here at the Killer Kappas with this Awilix pick. And if I'm Calders, I'm thinking, all right, they need a solo, they need a mid who provides a knockup. Let's get one of those out. Because you're got to think they're going to give Awilix a little bit more help.
For sure. I almost wish that they would have saved this a Wheelix for the end. Usually, you pick it up because you see a lot of you see a lot of jumps on their side, you see a lot of knockups on your side, but you're kind of seeing neither right now from either side, and it kind of gave him a lot more information on who to ban. So interesting to lock in a Wheelix pick 3. But like you said, I'm hoping that Swagmaster and Pokemon pick up some knock up helpful characters for the Awilix, which will provide a little more consistency with the ult.
Pokemon does have a Vulcan in his bag. He's not meta, so to speak. He's not one of those huge mage picks right now. It does do a ton of damage though. So I'm looking at either a Vulcan here. They could go the old warrior route. They're going to go a Giannis instead. Huge damage, sniping ability, objective secure / steal ability, get out of dodge free ability, and just getting your team from one side of the map to the other safely and effectively. Love the Giannis pickup. Don't love it matching it with an Awilix though.
I mean, it does give you it does give you another knockup. It sends them through, like if you're able to land it and they go underground and then come back out the top, will give the Aerolix the chance to ult somebody. So it's kind of like a knock-up esque ability. It's just a little bit more setup. So we'll see what they bring out for last pick.
If Poe can hit those portals and drop them through, it'll be huge. Yeah, I mean it's a great pick, great damage. We're gonna see Mercury over here locked in for the jungle and Hachi for the ADC role. Another crit game going on here. Mercury should be able to, if they get to late game, just pretty much erase Giannis or on her or Lilix off the map.
Yeah, I like this. I like this pickup a lot. It kind of mirrors the rat just a little bit in the speed. Being able to dash around, grab somebody. The ultimate can go all the way down a lane. So rat esque in what you're doing, and I like this pickup, especially because he did such a great job on rat last game. So I'm hoping to see an incredible job come out from him on this Mercury this game.
Interesting pick, in my opinion, on the Nike. Definitely going against the mages. If you're going against an Alpashes, and if you time it right, sends the bodies at you, you jump over, land on them, do the damage there. Oh, got the shield, got the slow, all that good stuff. Can zone, pushing the people's faces, just pushing them back. But we'll have to see how Orion Posh Daddy Neptune and see if the pick will pay off for him.
So far, I'm really liking KGB's draft right now. The Ganesh is really good support. Paul's really good in solo right now. I haven't seen a whole lot of Mercury, but we all know and love Mercury. He's either gonna kill you or you're gonna kill him. He's either gonna one shot you or you're gonna one shot him. And I love those coin flips in my Smite games regularly. So can't wait to see what comes out from him. Baba Yaga super meta. Hachiman probably top 5 hunters right now. Definitely debate in that category. So just a really solid draft coming out from the side of Kaldr's Good Boys. Again, you're kind of seeing a little bit more, not niche, maybe just a little like off the wall for killer cappers in some of their roles. Anora, of course, meta, but you see the Nike, Awalix, which is a little interesting. So we'll definitely see once again, maybe like meta versus comfort, or maybe just, like CC versus CC. So it'll come down to how people are utilizing their abilities in these fights.
I think for killer Kappas, the key is going to be how their comms are for targeting during these team fights. They don't have the most damage in the world. They've got a Giannis and an Honor. You look across the board, you've got Alpash, Baba, Hachi, Merc. Everybody over there, even Dormant Pillars, does a buttload of damage. But on the Killer Kappa side, they got to pretty much pinpoint. They can't just throw out abilities. The Giannis, yeah, you can trap in the portal, but you've got to use your 2 on them to do the damage, and that's going to have a cooldown. On her, the auto god, unless you have the alt or you impale them and everybody gangs up. But I'm looking more so for Swag to kind of do these rotations. He can hop on the cat. He can keep up with the Mercury running through the jungle. It's just if he's going to be as effective or not. I pick whatever team has the most effective jungler in the first, I'd say, 10 minutes to give a lane a lead. That team should take over this match.
For sure. Kind of like last game, I think it's definitely going to come down. Like, in the beginning, you saw both junglers getting successful ganks, and it kind of just, the rat outpace the Surtur in consistency and the ability to be around the team. So I think this game, it's going to be a lot more closer. Awalix and Mercury are both fast gods. They're both like leap in, do a ton of damage, try to get out gods. So I think that it gives Swagmaster a little bit more room to do stuff in this game. Where with Surtur, you had to go up in the air, and if you're up in the air, your whole team's dying. You come back down, then you're by yourself, or if you don't land it properly. So I think he's given himself a little bit more breathing room with this Awalix pick.
Yeah, he does also have an advantage. An early game of Wheelix over an early effective. If Murph dashes in and he messes up or he misses or he gets called out, he's pretty much done. With a Wheelix, you miss your 3 or something, you go in there, you can feather step, get out of the damage, hop on the cat, jump over the wall, whatever. Merc, you're pretty much a sitting duck if you don't have ult up.
Yeah.
Just looking at the builds, we've got Daddy Neptune going the same, Vampiric going into the lifesteal items. You've got Nike over there going Bluestone into either a Genji more than likely Genjis. You've got pretty much standard everywhere else across. Giannis is electing probably going to a Chronos pendant first item instead of stacking. Where I mean, Baba, if you don't stack, you should be playing Baba.
Hmm.
But everything else, we do see a war flag coming out of the Charon over on Gymkhana, so that should be fun.
Yeah, I really like War Flag. Right now, War Flag or Benevolence when I'm going sport is usually what I run. So War Flag is a lot of fun, showing that you kind of want to be a little bit more aggressive, kind of want to be up in their face a little bit. So I think that's the play style that they're kind of showing as
That's
they
what
get.
you got to do with Charon too. I mean, Charon is an open your face kind of guy. I mean, the Ganesha also kind of open your face, but sometimes you would just want to sit back, hold that own bit, hold that dash, hold the pillars. Charon, you're just floating around doing whatever you want. Here's the boring part of the stream. I'm sorry to everybody watching, but nothing usually happens in the first couple minutes. We've got the solo Nike at about popped by the corpses over here. Daddy Neptune getting the pressure on, eating those bodies, reducing that cooldown.
Yeah,
Pretty
Nike has to be
smart.
really careful right now. Kind of, you really need to just like stay at your tower line and make sure you're not taking too much damage, so you're able to step up for these beacons or to the cooldown buff, or just to make sure that you're able to secure your second blue. Because if you get chunked down enough, it's really hard to in solo lane to kind of come back from that.
100%. And you've got Kappas taking rights, Kaldr's taking lefts. They're going to meet and dance some more in the mid. Got Ganesh going up a little bit. Threw a ward out over there, came about midway up the wave. Pretty even over here. I mean, on her and Karen are going to pressure to start out. But nothing too major as we see on her starting up on the shield buff. You've got Swag coming over here. They've got to be careful, especially the captain here if he comes around and gets caught out.
Yeah, no dash right now for Captain. He just used it.
There's Swag. There's the pillar. Slows it. The Ohm is out. Feather step. Shell is popped. I think the captain's in trouble here. What a dash she got on her, and Swag's going to pick it up. And you've got Twisted Fire Angel just dashing through the stores to get under tower. But good rotation by Swag. Great pickup on the kill. And we are up 1-0 Killer Kappas.
Yeah, you never really want to use your dash ability to spot something out. You kind of want to save that for the ability to get out of sticky situations. Doesn't have it, and gets put down for first blood for Killer Kappas.
Stepdad's getting poked a little bit here by Poke. He's just going to back up. He's out of mana. He can't really do much. He's going to go back, look towards his red, possibly back. You've got Nike getting popped by the corpses yet again. Got to be careful. You've got Dolo hanging around the corner. Runs under tower. Smart thing to do. Dolo does steal the blue. Nike hops over. Just says, well, damn. Goes back under tower as Dolo goes to secure their own blue buff.
A good rotation from Dolo. Recognizes that if Aeolix is going to be on the left side, then we're going to go right. That's like procedure. If you don't want to have to follow your lane opponent around the map. It usually doesn't work out for a jungler if they're already there. Coming in late isn't really that effective. So good on them for getting the right side and kind of poking out what they can get from there. Keeping themselves in the game. It's literally no gold difference pretty much, even with first blood going to Kappa. So good on the KGB for farming right now.
I actually gotta be a little bit careful going into the enemy jungle here below half health. It's gonna come up behind this Alpash here. Blinks in, misses the tiger call, hits the feather step, not doing any damage really. Both of them get popped. I think it just barely missed. Nike drops the ult. Should be a kill here. Easy peasy. Swag Master gets another one. So we're seeing a reverse, and it's through space and time here. Shot over to the carry lane. Misses everything, but pushes him off. You've got to think, oh shit, somebody's coming through that portal. Let's back up. Does the job. Good job by Poke throwing it over there.
Yeah, good zoning technique just to make sure that it gives him a little bit of breathing room. Great on the Aeolix. Both were actually able to step out of the Apuash damage when he dropped all of those bodies. So kind of danced around him and put him in the dirt. Good job.
Baba just dropping the hammer here, hops in the house. Dolo with the huge ult on Swag, and Dad just dropping house bombs straight on top of Pokemon's head. evens out the score 2v2.
Great damage coming from their side. Was even able to know which person to go on. Merc went right to clean up one. Hard went left to clean up the other. So good comms coming out from them as well, making sure that they're able to clean up both.
Nike oversteps, gets caught in the crypts. It's doing the damage. Nike's so low. Can he do it? Can he hit the Kobe? He dies
Archers
before
for
the
the
Kobe.
win.
The Archers picking up the huge kill, giving the credit to Daddy Neptune. And we've got a Wheelix hopping in. Hits the feather step. Hachi hops on the horse and gets the hell out of there. He is safe.
Good ult from the Hachi is probably one of the main reasons why you pick him. Just a really safe ult. Even has a good amount of damage too when you're able to use it on 3 to 4 people, in those team fights. So really good utilization of it. Even if it does lose him the purple, at least it doesn't lose him his life.
And then they follow up with the invade of the purple, taking that away. They're looking at this Ganesha. They're just going to say, no, we're good. You got your green. Nothing else to steal. We're seeing another pretty even game. It's similar to game one, but the roles are flipped. Kappas had a little bit more pressure. This time, Kaldr's does. But Kaldr's just has the foot on the gas pedal right now. They're stealing buffs. They're invading. They're rotating. You've got the Wheelix just hopping all over the place. But Dolo is just doing the same thing on the opposite side of the map. So they're pretty much canceling each other out right now.
Yeah, exactly as game one. One of them gets a kill in left lane, the other one's getting a kill in right lane. If someone's getting a kill mid, the other one's getting extra farm from their side of the jungle. So both junglers are actually doing a really good job of, not chasing each other and still getting stuff.
Wheelix yanks him back. The ult is expended. The captain's going to dash away, drop Storm at pillars, and gets out. So we've got an ult for an ult there. Ganesh and Wheelix both hitting that 4 button and using their ults. Both get out. Nothing to see here as Alposh is just going to keep poking at this Nike. So much damage right there. Drops the Crypts again. Nike has the dash up. Drops the ult to get the shield. I take that as a win.
Down to get down.
Yep. So now if you're Daddy Neptune, you're saying no ult, no ult, no ult, get over here. But at the same time, the Nike's saying the same thing. Orion's like, hey guys, Crypts are expended. Can we do something? And here we see Swag coming to do something. Hops in, feather steps, knocks him up. Nike with the damage. Nike's got to be careful. Misses the pop. And the last flail of the scepter, I don't know what you want to call that, hits. And they pick up the kill.
Yeah, he just doesn't have any physical protections yet. And going up against two, very physical gods, 2 knockups, lots of damage, just slow if the Nike ults up, the ultimate from Aerolix. So it's just a lot of damage and a lot of CC that you have to get through, even as a solo laner. And with no physical prots up yet, it's just really tough to get out of those situations as a non-mobility god.
Yeah, 100%. If you got an outpost somewhere, they should be getting ganked early. Lewis gets popped by the Baba, jumps away, is fine. But Daddy Neptune looks like he's going into, should be a Breastplate of Valor, gets those cooldowns and the Fizz procs going. Obviously, Merc has gone to crit, didn't go Rage first item, but he's got the attack speed hidden with it as well. And you see the Wheelix going with the Jotuns, probably going into a Hydra's next. And we did have the Giannis go Chronos Pendant first, and Baba stacking the Book of Thoth. Both supports here are pretty much going opposite. We've got Thebes on the side of Ganesha. We've got Prophetic on the side of Charon. Ganesha might be going into an Omni or a Genji's on their second item. Not really sure yet. And
both
then
really
both
good.
ADCs. Yeah, both are really good. We do see Dormer Pillars popped out. We saw Hachi hop on his horse to get away. The captain chasing him down. Runs into a Charon, and through space and time gets him out there. You got the whole team coming. You got to be over here if you're Hachi. And he gets under tower, says his prayers, and backs. This fight's not over yet.
That was not respected by either team.
It's pretty rude if you ask me, honestly. I would just let him have it. And we do see more damage going in on Daddy Neptune and Solo. He might fall here. Another gank and another Swag kill. That's 3 kills for Swag, 1 for Orion. and 3 deaths for Daddy Neptune. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Now, Ben, remind me, how much gold is a ward? Really quick.
Wards are 50 for your normal, 120 for your sentry ones.
Wow, that's actually pretty cheap. If if it was me and I was dying 3 times, I might just
You can even get
invest.
the bargain bulk price at like a Costco or Sam's. They sell a chalice for 400. Unlimited
400
uses.
unlimited, you say? Wow, that's crazy.
And we see Willis yanking him in. Feather steps the Ganesh through space and time, comes up, hits Dolo with his 2 there. What a freaking play by Swag. Goes through the portal, picks up the kill, Feather steps, and takes out the captain. Great job by Swag, hopping through portals, hopping across the map, hopping on the cat, hopping on their heads, and getting the 2 kills. And he's not done yet. He's looking at this Hachi, leaps in, Feather steps that one. And Hachi yet again expends his ult to get out, and they are going to be looking at the shield buff. I would want to see them go on the gold instead.
I would absolutely want to see them on the gold instead, but shield buff is their prize today. Also, the
They didn't even get it.
Yeah, they didn't even get it.
Or did they? I can't tell with this map. They got the yellow or the purple buff, so there's that.
Oh, they did get it. It just was. It was just dropped. It was dropped. They baited us. They baited us. But yeah,
just
really good plays coming out from Swag right now. Just knowing that he has to step on that gas pedal and doing so pretty perfectly, using the Jonas ults to his success, along with the I think that's a jet ski, but the cat essentially being able to hop in, hop out. Yeah. So there's really good plays coming out from them right now.
Dolo going in on Poke here, picks him up with the dash. Not going to be able to follow up. Poke's actually going to hit him with the portal. Not much. I did see Baba hit Swag there. I believe it was with a potion, and pretty much took half his health there. So Baba's starting to hit. You got to be careful of that. But I still am curious why they did not go to that gold. They killed 2 people. They had a very, very low Hachi. They had 3 there. And we're actually seeing a reverse gank, this time on the Nike. Pops the ult. Shield is up. Pops the... Oh, misses the pop of the bodies. And Nike's just got the juke boots on today. Orion is like, no. Oh, but yes, comes Dolo with the ult, and he's going to pick it up. Uh-oh. Whew. Dolo is clinched right now.
Stepped out a little too early there.
Space and time comes through and hits. Oh, he had 60 health left. He thought he had it, but Swag with another huge play coming through the portals. And, yeah, that's not your tower, Daddy. Daddy goes to hide under the tower. He gets attacked by it. Swag picks it up. We've got a reverse play here. Swag is carrying this game as where Dolo carried it last game for Kaldr. So a little bit of a jungle.
Yeah, overstep their welcome there. Even had to expend the Mercury ult to secure the Nike kill, just leaving them both super low and without a backup plan if they got ganked. And they did by Swag being able to pick up both kills. And Neptune kind of like not being able to decide if he wanted to suicide or fight, kind of picks both. And well, you see what happened there. Got torn in half by both decisions.
And we see Orion getting the Crips knocked on him again. We've got Swag over here left fighting with Dolo. He's looking for that purple again. They've pretty much gotten every purple. Dolo hits him with the dash. Misses the one. Swag's going to get out. Dolo might try. Nope. Oh, boy. Here comes the cavalry. There goes Dolo. Another huge through space and time. But Swag's in trouble. Swag just went past the Ganesha. Ganesha says, nah, I'm good. I'm going for the team. Runs away from the team. And here we have... Kappas kind of flirting with Gold Fury. Another perfect through space and time by Poke. I mean, he might not be hitting people. He might not be hitting them, but he's getting his team there to where they can hit him. And we do see the Gold Fury started. It's going to be a close one. They do have 3v3 right here. Well, we've got 4. You've got Swag just kind of lurking in the back. They're going to fall off. Let it go. Kaldr picks it up for a split second. They're like, no, we don't want this. Please stop.
Ooh.
Big damage out of the Baba.
Yeah, Book already online. Flat Pen already online. Baba's already swinging 2 items in. I mean, that's Baba for you.
So Nike's taking some damage over there. Nike has picked up a contagion, which will help against the Alpash for his healing, but not the physical defense side of it. However, it's still a really, really good item. I'm not going to hate on that. But maybe I would have gone another magical or at least a hybrid magical defense and physical defense item as he's getting poked out over and over. But we do have both junglers over here. Dolo got called out by Swag there. Swag's just all over the map right now. He's pretty much on Dolo's heels wherever he goes. And he's also doing ganks at the same time. Everywhere you look, there's Swag.
Yeah, it's almost like they swapped the baton to each other. Go Fury to
Jokana gets taken out. I was about to say he's got to be careful here. Twisted Fire Angel hops on the horse. Dolo gets the beads out of Poke. Twisted Fire Angel's going to get a double on Zampakudo. Dolo's got to be careful here. Dolo gets deleted by Poke. He was just a little too thirsty there. Saw a very, very low health Giannis. Tried to take him out. Giannis is going to go push wave and then hopefully fall back. Still have Swag here. This Bob is nothing to mess with, though, especially with the Ganesh helping him out. Poke gets him out of there with the portal. Another good portal. And we're just going to stop there. And during all of that, when Kaldrs came in on the Twisted Fire Angel ult there, hopping on the horse, they were also able to secure the Gold Fury, giving them about a 2K gold lead right now.
Yeah, I think that's super worth. You did trade your jungler for the ADC of the Killer Cappers, but being able to pick that up, especially only being the mage and the support, I believe, was still able to confirm it while you kind of let Dolo, sacrificial play get taken out by that green buff. So I think overall, good call on the side of Kaldrs. Actually up 2K right now, even though they're down 4 kills.
Yeah, the objective play, just the farm, that's just an indication that they're farming a little bit better. Despite Swag having 7 kills, they're keeping up all their farm. They're doing a few invades. They're getting the mid camps. They got the Gold Fury. So despite the kills being down 4, they're just map wise doing a little bit better. A surrender voter started. We don't do that here.
I think someone was a little upset about their blue buff and threw up the surrender, but it's okay.
I see another through space and time. Not really sure what this one was for. I don't see anybody low needing to get out. Maybe it's just throwing it. It was up. He's got Chrono spinning it. He said, screw it, threw it out. But we do have a fight. Precision beaten. Dormant Pillars are dropped. Feather Step on the Ganesh. Ganesh is low. Crypts are unleashed. Nike with a huge jump in. Dolo picking up Pokemon. Swag picking up the captain. Zan taking out Dolo. Wheelix yanks in. Gets the beads on Hachi. We've got to be careful here for Neptune, who gets taken out by Swag. Baba's in the house throwing out the fireballs. We've got Hachi hopping on the horse, running out of there. Should be an easy Kappa fallback here to maybe Pyro, but they're not going that way. You want to see him try and pick up an objective here. I mean, they've got the T1 tower down, and you've got Zan going over there to save his T1 tower. I mean, if you sneeze on it, it's pretty much gone.
Yeah, I really think it's interesting when ADCs are like, I gotta go protect the T1, and it's 50 health. And it's like, yeah, but you could have had a Pyro.
They had Pyro.
So definitely some interesting calls coming out, but they still won the fight. They only lost 1 for 3. And were able to pick up the beacon, so good play still coming out from Killer Kappas. But would love to see them. We saw this in the last game too, where they pick up 3 kills, they pick up 4 kills, and then they forget that there are objectives on the map, like Pyro and Gold.
Very, very good portal there by Poke, who's about to get wrapped up by the Merc. He did send us through space and time from base just then, straight down the mid lane. He did hit the Baba. So
they get Pyro. Kaldrs gets Pyro.
Swag just jumped into death, I think, but he's gonna take one with him. Little standstill here. Pokes up. Whoa! Zan goes in,
Under tower.
All the spears. Ults under tower, takes out Harseptad. So we've got a 3v4 right now. Everybody we got Zan just throwing out the autos here. Crypts are going to be unleashed. Kaldr's backing up. Daddy's in trouble. Gets hit by the Carronal, and Poke's going to finish the job there.
Good ult from the Charon, just cleaning it up there at the last second. Unable to get away from the wave and unable to save his own life.
And Poke's got a 2-level lead on this Baba, and he's hitting really, really hard right now. Across the board, everybody else is dead even. As Kappas pick up this Gold Fury, you've got Ganesh kind of just watching. Might just try and throw the pillars. They don't see him there. I do it right about now. Oh, and Kappas get it. And Swag's here. He sees Dolo. Dolo sees him. Another through space and time. Hits Dolo.
Hits him.
Oh, and it's just off the mark. The shell is popping. Swag's there with the feather step, takes him down, knocks it up. The captain pulls him back in. It's just a nerd circle over here. Captain's running for his life. Nike's in, pops her ult, and Orion's going to pick that one up.
Yeah, Kaldr's has some good damage, but just unable to circle up as a team, kind of getting picked off after these objective fights.
Yeah, they like I said in the pregame here, Kappas are going to have to pretty much call their targets. They've got a lot of single damage, and they are doing a fantastic job at that. Swag is just going in on everything. Poke's coming through the walls. You don't know where coming from, but he just pops up, hits you with the 2, takes about half your health, and then disappears again before you can do anything. By that time, Swag's got you in the feather step, and you're done.
Yeah, Yanis, a really good, skill ceiling mage. If you're doing exactly what you want to do on Yanis, it feels so smooth, so fluid. So just being able to do exactly what he wants to do. 3, 2, and 7 right now. 7 assists on the mid laner. Just able to secure a lot of kills for his team while making sure that they stick to these. We talked about them not getting objectives, then boom. It's like they know what we're wanting from them and they're doing it. Going to gold, getting 2 kills. So good on them to kind of step back in this game. It is now an even gold lead again. Was a 2K difference on the side of Kaldr, so good on them to get it back in.
XP difference though, 45, almost 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 for Kappas is going to be huge. Finishing out levels, your builds are pretty much the same with the gold, but there's level disparities, like the 2-level lead that we've got in mid, 1-level lead in jungle, 1-level lead in ADC. They're just going to be able to win these team fights based on levels alone if they're even builds.
Absolutely. Kind of want to see them get up for fire. I don't know why we're in the mid lane. Oh, the beacon's about to be up. I'm just bad at looking at things in the game.
Was that a Giannis blink?
I do
pillars are
I do believe there's a Giannis blink. A lot of low health bars, but nobody's dying.
You've got Zane just standing on the beacon. He'll be able to pick this up. I don't think they see him there. They're going to think that they're still fighting here. Zane's just going to be taking the beacon by himself unless somebody walks over. You got the Hachi coming over, drops down the flag. Zane's going to throw down the pillar. Right now, Kaldr's is on it. It's back out to leveled out, going in Kaldr's favor. I just think they're too low to fight right now. Kappas should be giving this up.
Yeah, not committing at all, not really throwing anything crazy into the pit besides a couple Giannis 2s. So just giving it up, letting it go, kind of realizing that they kind of lost the poke war. Just keeping it safe, trying to keep a hold of this lead.
Taking that T1 tower right here is huge because the Titans are going to be unleashed in mid. So it's got less opposition to go down as they drop back and pick up this pyro for free for Kaldrs. And we've got Ganesh, not an AAC this time, but Ganesha taking the bomb as well as Dolo first bomb. So they've got dual bombs here. They can pretty much pick and choose whatever tower they want to take out here. Or hold them.
or sell them, for a whopping 33 gold.
Hey, times are tough, all right?
Sometimes, this economy and inflation, you really need it.
The smite economy is just as bad as the real economy, all right? But we do see pretty much all of Cap is going right here. They're going to try and get this right-hand tower, let the Titans push down mid. They do take the right T1. Are they going to push down further? They do still have both bombs. We've got Swag over here at the Baba in the jungle.
Lots of ults expended.
I didn't see any of them. My stream froze for like a half a second. I didn't see Karen's ult. We do have a fight here. Dolo's going to pick up a... Nope. Giannis gets out with the beads. Kappas are on the retreat here. They've got to be careful. Day Neptune does a lot of damage. He
is able to force him out. Hachi being able to pick up the middle Titan. So now that you have a Titan going down T2 as a scuffle starts in the solo lane.
Wheelix has got to get out of there. So their Titan does push through the T1 tower. So they kept them busy. They're trading the T1 solo tower for T1.
And the Titan's able to grab it.
So like I said, game one, you got to pay attention to these Titans. They do a lot of damage to the objectives fast. So if you just ignore it like they did there, they did a little bit of damage before helping out on solo side, but one tower for one tower as Kappas start going over towards this Primal Fury. And Kaldr is going to be meeting them there.
I love that they got that. Yeah, he's just grabbing it. He's ready for it.
You got Swag kind of sweeping him out behind. He might get caught out here, which he does. He dodges the Ganesh dash. I think if he gets hit by that dash, it's game over for him. But he's going to go in. Feather steps to Ganesh. And Ganesh just gets deleted. They just all turned on him. Now they got to be careful. Through space and time, A gets popped. Baba, the all popped on Baba. Hachi on the gets out. Swag's just back there looking.
Ganesha missed the dash and then kept walking forward. Kind of just put himself in a really bad spot there. Swag kind of recognizing.
Yep. Swag's wrapping around over here to the Alpash. Poke with huge damage. Orion finishing the job on Daddy Neptune. Swag leaping in.
Fire Giant being picked up, yeah.
Yeah, throughout that whole fight, Merc and Alpash duoed Fire Giant. So, Kaldr's good boys get the Fire Giant, but at what cost right now is pushing down into this Phoenix.
Two bombs still up on the side of Kaldr's.
And Tolu says, not today to Swag. Swag jumps in, gets deleted. They give up a Phoenix, though. As Dolo just blinks in, takes out Zan. He's not done yet. He's following him up. They are on the chase of this Charon. Baba hops in the house, throws out the fireballs, finishes the job on Gymkhana. They lose a Phoenix. They get fire. Merc's the only one with fire. Oh, actually, I think Baba might have it as well. Yeah, so Baba and Merc still have fire.
But do lose a Phoenix, and the two up to defend the Phoenix are probably some of the best two that you could have. Nike and the Giannis. Lots of range damage, lots of sustain with the shield and the health from Nike. So might even be able to defend this if they play this right, but we'll see. They do have two bombs.
Dolo's just in there. Hard step at finishing the job on Orion. Dolo has a bomb. He hasn't dropped it yet. If he drops the bomb, they get the Phoenix. Oh, Giannis looking. They do get the Phoenix, so it's a Phoenix 1-for-1 trade. They've got to be careful here. Baba is in big trouble with Swag here. Drops the all. Swag doesn't care. Dormant Pillar Swag still doesn't care. Swag takes down Hard Step Dead, and they are on the tail of this Ganesh on her, just throwing the spears. Zambakudo taking out the cap, and it is Killer Kappas on the looking either at towers or Pyro. I'd probably go Pyro first, get that bomb off the map.
This game is definitely feeling like a pendulum swinging back and forth. You know, like they push up, they get, you know, fire gets taken by Kaldr's, but then they lose the Phoenix, they lose people, but then they kill people, and then they get their Phoenix, and then they get pushed back. It's one big swinging back and forth. I just can't wait to see who actually like tips the bucket, water spilling everywhere, and who's gonna pick up this game too.
Kappas also have to just remember, don't get too antsy about anything. You're down one game to none. If you go all in and it fails, that's the set. We're done here. We're signing off. So they have to play a little bit more smart. Kaldr's, they can full send every single fight. You know what, guys? Full send it. We're already here for 30 minutes now. If it doesn't happen, we get a game 3. So the risk reward is a little bit different depending on which team you're on right now. Kappas need to be a little bit smarter, a little bit more passive. Kaldr's can just say, all right, we're going balls to the wall. Let's go at them, see what happens. And they still have another game to fall back on.
For sure. I really want to see what's kind of next. Every objective's down right now. It almost feels like the beginning of the game again, where no one's really stepping up. No one knows really know what to do. Shield buff here, green buff there. Seeing if anybody's silly enough to step up.
It was kind of the same in game one. We got to this awkward right around 30-minute mark where nothing was up. Then everything came up at the same time. The next huge fight is going to be over this enhanced fire giant. Once we get up to that point, you're also going to have an Oni Fury spawning shortly. Well, not really shortly, in a few minutes. Stygian is up. Looks like it shouldn't be contested.
The whole team's making their way there, though.
I think they see all four of them, and they're just going to back up here, give it up to Kaldrs. And we're just going to back off at this point. You've got Ganesha level 19, Karen level 18. Trying to spread some farm with them. Get everybody up to level 20, finish out some builds and everything. And then look for a really, really good fight coming up here soon at Fire.
Speaking of builds, a Silver Branch is on the side of Mercury right now, which is very interesting. It did just get buffed. It actually gives you, I think, 3 stacks now per over cap of attack speed. So you get the cap stacks faster. That was a buff that just came out with the Worlds update. Interesting though, because it was kind of buffed to see if ADCs would start picking it up. So it's cool to see a jungler picking it up and hitting 40 stacks, as you can see from his attack speed stuff. So definitely getting a ton of power.
Yeah, his second ability gets the increased movement and attack speed as well, so it's going to do even more good for him there. As we do see the left T2 tower taken out. So we've got 1 tower left on the side of Kappas, 2 towers left on the side of Kaldrs. Both Phoenixes are about up. Kappas is a little bit behind. Fire is up, and there's nobody over there for Kaldrs except Alpash. As the rest of the team slowly comes in. But Posh has to be careful here. If he gets poked out, that's the Crypts just gone. He gets yoinked, beads out of the Elixir, drops the Crypts, just running for his life right now. Gets about a quarter of his health. Dormant Pillars were also dropped there. So we've got at least 3 ults expended for this upcoming Fire fight.
Before this fight kind of breaks off, I just want to kind of comment on the fact that Killer Kappas has 12 extra kills, but is down almost 6k gold to their opponents right now, which is just insane. Kaldrs is just doing a really, really good job. Still farming, still getting objectives, still being present on the map, even if they're, hitting the gray screen twice as much as their opponent right now.
Nike's got to be super careful here. Jumps away, gets hit by the Ganesh, wrapped up, ohmed, dropping the bodies, popping the bodies. Should be backing off, though. Should be safe to get out. As Swag just gets melted there.
I would pick it up.
They're going to go to the Pyro instead. They're going to pick that up, get another bomb. But yeah, back to what you were saying. It's just kills don't mean pretty much jack shit in Smite unless it's a deicide at the end. So it doesn't matter how many kills you have. You have map control. If you have objective control, you can still be in the game and even have a controlling the map, controlling the camps, controlling the farm, and just stealing or securing all of the objectives that you can.
For sure. Just seeing their, being able to be 6k up, though, is just incredible. Really good job to Kaldrs, yeah.
As we do see Zan backing in mid. Not sure if Kaldrs sees it. Oh, he doesn't back. He cancels it out. They're still going to be looking. You got Poke far left. Oni Fury is up. We did see this. Oh, as we get the Wheelix in.
No beads this time.
Again. Dormant Pillars. The Karen ult might. Nope. There's a shell. Posh is just going to back up. Daddy Neptune getting out by the skin of his teeth right there. We're not done yet. Karen gets wrapped up. We got through space and time from the Giannis throne. He hits Daddy Neptune in the butt just a little bit, just not hard enough. Twisted Fire Angel is actually going to take out Swag. That is huge for Kaldrs right now. Karen gets out with maybe 50 health. We see Dolo just ult in, but takes 2 tower shots in the process on her, finishes him off. Everybody's low, but we do see Kaldrs backing up. They might have enough HP to do this. They do have Twisted Fire Angel right there who could melt it If Ganesh comes in and picks it up, which they do, you're going to have 4 people on this Fire Giant. All of Killer Kappas are forced to back off. Through Space and Time is also down. We'll see if they get here in time. I don't think they do. Nike's lurking. She TP'd in. Trips are unleashed. Nike's going to try to steal it. It does not do it. Just barely misses the chance right there. Kaldr gets fire on 4 people, and they're just going to back up, reset, and look to go down one of these lanes.
Yeah, Dolo accidentally ulted a little too far onto the enemy side base, but kind of actually worked out for on the side of Kaldr's, was able to make them kind of back up to get that kill and then go back to Fountain, which gave them plenty of time to secure that fire, even with the Nike kind of coming in there at the end. So really good job again on Kaldr's to kind of see, like, even if we're not getting 4 kills, 5 kills, deassign them, we're still able to make an insane impact on the map and secure these objectives. Now having EFG at the 35-minute mark, almost 7K up on their opponent, now ready to start sieging.
Yeah, but then the Kappas getting the Oni Fury is definitely going to help alleviate a little. Try and help them just stall out this fire. You don't want to fight it. As you do see Feather Step there on the Alpash. Alpash is getting saved by the Ganesh with the door and pillars. They're still looking here. We're not done fighting over the Stitch.
Lenore is running for his life. All 4 hit him, but he gets out at probably sub 100 health.
Oak with another Through Space and Time to get him out.
Sub 100 health, actually just ticking over to 105 when we finally pulled up the health bar. So insane ability to get out there with the Through Sands and Time to also kind of assist him. So now that ult's down though, and Leonore had to back up, so this could be the opportunity that Kaldr's needed to kind of step up, maybe get this left side Phoenix, the best Phoenix in Smite to get, being the farthest away from the Titan, should you have to go back and fight over it again. So really liking the plays coming out from Kaldr's right now.
And Dolo does have a bomb. He's going to be pushing mid a little bit, but he does have that own wave pushing against his wave. So it's going to take a while if he's waiting for a wave dual push. So he's just going to back off a little bit. Looking at the rest of the 4 over here, they're trying to push in. They don't really have the play right now. No. They can't match it anywhere. As Zan hits a huge impale there on Hachi, Twisted Fire Angel expends the Aegis, dashes away. He's going to have to reset.
Phoenix in the middle lane is actually half health right now because we didn't go back and get the Onis, just getting pulled off. Through Sands in Time hits the elephant.
I think he was aiming for Twisted Fire Angel, trying to get him lazy back and missed it there. We've got the beads popped on Hard Stepdad, I believe. Yeah, he popped his beads there. We got Karen just kind of face fronting everybody right here, trying to just push him back, let his team come in. Poke with a little bit of damage there. Crypts are unleashed here. Poke just kind of standing back, throwing portals, slowing him down. Captain's doing a really good job right now, just rotating people in and out. You've got people taking damage, backing up, just kind of on a rotational basis, keeping them all back. You're not really able to do much right here. You've got Poke just throwing portals.
Yeah, a lot of space is being made.
Just a really, really good defense right now, especially against the EFG. Dolo's still hanging around mid, waiting for waves to push up. He's taking a little bit of damage on that mid Phoenix. I do believe they're about even there right now, mid Phoenix health. Dormant Pillars are dropped down. Nike jumps away. Excuse me. Bob is just throwing abilities. Giannis throwing abilities. They're going in. Here's the Karen out to push them back. Crips are unleashed. Dolo with the dash. Huge fight here. Day Neptune pops Sweat.
Swag just deleted off the map.
They do take the Phoenix there. They got what they wanted. They need to back up. Twisted Fire Angel gets a
they get
double.
2. Is this it?
This could be the game right here. They've only got the tanks up. Titan's at health. He's at half. They just had to stay on it, stop resetting it. They're on it. You got minion help now. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. And Kaldr's good boys. Taking game 2 and 1. Best of 3. Kaldr's takes the entire set, down by 9 kills, up by 11K gold. Just great map dominance. Didn't really win the fights, but won the one that mattered, which is the last one.
Yeah, really great defense for the most part coming out from Killer Kappas, just making them back up, making them back up, making them back up, using stuff properly. But then that final fight just happened. I think everyone got a little too split, and that was it. I was all said when they got those 2 carry kills at the end there, and all that was left with his tanks. It was the go button. It was not. It wasn't pressed. It was stomped on, and they went for the win.
Twisted Fire Angel hitting that huge double at the end there. Just you've got to think in their comms, they're just screaming, "Go, go, go, go!" And if you're Swag Master, you've got to be asking yourself, what more could I have done? That man went 14, 5, and 7, 38.5K damage. Just dominated the map. But come team fight time, Kaldr's good boys were just there. You've got Daddy Neptune again dropping a buttload of damage, 44, almost 7. And everybody else just doing their part over there. Dolo, not as an explosive game, but did his part, did the setup, got the finishes. Just a great team game by Kaldr's good boys to take the set.
Absolutely. You did see sparks of resistance, especially coming out from Swag and from Pokemon. Insane damage coming out from both of them. Insane through time and space coming out from Pokemon. Got so many people out of bad situations. Hit several people to put them at one shot. Just really good stuff coming out from the side of Killer Kappas. Just was not able to put a nail in the coffin either game. It was a 2-0, but that wasn't the full story.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Kappas. They had a great defense. They were going up against the EFG. They stalled it out. They got the Oni, stalled it out a little bit more. But Twisted Fire Angel just coming through at the end there, taking them out. Gives Kaldr's this 2-0 victory. Both of these teams are now 1-1 heading into week 3. So we'll see where it goes from there. A reminder, I don't think that we have any streams tomorrow, but I do know we have a live one at 11 a.m. Sunday of a Walker Division game. So be sure to tune into that, especially since it's a team, the Bodega Hive. And this has been Ben Dizzle and my partner over here, Snips, for a week 2 match of Kaldr's Good Boys getting the best of Killer Kappas 2-0.